Oh. Sto bloccando tutto. Cercando di vedere una cosa un attimo da una parte. Poi ci siamo. Ok. Ok. Ora fare. Ok, a posto. Dovrebbe essersi aggiornato il titolo, non ho controllato. Allora, controllo subito da telefono. Devo attaccare il controller via cavo, ce l'ho scarico. Iai. Allora, ok, sì, si è aggiornato il titolo a posto. Questo volume, buttiamo giù. Allora, riprendiamo l'ultima volta. Sì. Pronta la maschera. Quindi apriamo alfa in un attimo. Stordito. Perché il gioco va così. Non c'è, sta più là. Ok, il gioco sta crashando. Non un buon segno. Allora. Si chiude. Sì, si chiude assolutamente. Poi riapriamo un attimo con calma. Chiudi questo. Chiudiamo questo. Chiudo un po' di roba inutile che ho aperta, magari dà fastidio. Ok. Spotify si può chiudere. Ok, svago. Tales off. Arise. Ok. Spero oggi non mi laghi, che non l'ho mai fatto. Bene. Non sembra manco partire. che è un problema. Mm, Cos'è che ha adesso? Ok, caricamento. Un po' lento, ma prima o poi andrà. Ok, ma Egitto non ho idea di che cosa sia che non va, perché non ho mai avuto problemi. Mm, no, ok, lo richiudiamo un attimo. Ok, proviamo così. Proviamo un altro modo un attimo. Steam. Che seccatura però. Proviamo così. Vedo nero, sì, perché il gioco sta un po' laggando a caso. Sì, quella è una canzone. Ho detto fammelo riavviare un attimo. Non so perché stia laggando oggi. Dal nulla poi perché chiaramente non ho aperte cose diverse dal solito. Sì, se no riavvio direttamente il PC e basta. Ok, non ho trovato il problema. Comunque sì, ciao Santerlux. Ok, penso di aver trovato il problema. Avevo il cavetto del caricabatterie un poco staccato, però non sento il volume. Ok, ora sento. No, non è la scheda, è proprio avevo il cavo del PC staccato e gli dava problema quello. Sì, è un laptop. No, però il volume non si sente comunque. Però almeno ora non lagga. Ah, io direi di riavvio un'altra volta, un attimo, e basta. E poi vediamo un po'. Ok, riavviamo il gioco. Prova a abbassare la qualità casomai. Boh, si vede. Allora, 720p, sa che non mi pare si possa mettere, ci ho provato l'altra volta. L'audio non vuole andare. Ora partirà a caso, tipo dal niente. A me non sta laggando. Proviamo. Niente. Oggi il PC non gli fa. Posso vedere. Ok. Devo... È già a finestra. Cioè, di solito gioco a finestra, ora provo a schermo intero. Sto provando a schermo intero. Però non capisco perché l'audio abbia deciso di non andare più e basta. Ah, never mind, ora è partito. Oh, oh, oh. Mamma mia, disastroso in 720p. Sì, effettivamente quello sì. No, niente, l'audio non vuole andare comunque. Ma in realtà non so manco il perché. Perché se al tab un secondo, l'audio parte. Ok, ora è andato. Va bene, abbiamo risolto. No, non è vero. C'è un problema di priorità da qualche parte, tipo. No, ma non è che è al tab, semplicemente il gioco non è al tabato in questo momento, sono sul gioco. E anzi, appena esco dal gioco parte l'audio. E questa è la parte ridicola. Boh, strano, strano. Così quasi lo riavvio un attimo. Ok, abbiamo il gioco e basta. Me lo immagino. Ma lo so che se al tab ti toglie l'audio, lo so benissimo. Però il fatto è qua che fa il contrario. L'audio parte appena tolgo il focus dal gioco. Che è quella proprio la cosa che proprio mi stranisce. Niente, l'audio non vuole andare. Non è che tolgo il focus dal gioco si toglie perché mi sposto un attimo magari sulla schermata di OBS o altro. Solo che appunto che quando ho il gioco in focus va via l'audio e appena non ce l'ho più in focus e vado ok, a posto. Niente, e ora si riblocca. Non so perché faccia così, per la prima volta veramente che succede. Forse il PC è un attimo stressato, che ho lavorato fino ad ora e tutte le cose. Ok, sembra andare adesso. Vediamo. Niente. Tra l'altro sto vedendo non mi vanno manco tutti i pulsanti del controller, per non so quale motivo. E niente. No, ma non mi serve per la chat, mi serve che sto sistemando le impostazioni OBS. Allora. Facciamo così. Io su Streamlabs. Sai che hanno trovato una breccia in Streamlabs che ti possono rubare i dati degli account, eccetera. Che poi sì, anche io uso Streamlabs, se no non avrei le... come si chiamano? No, non avrei varie cose. Solo non uso la versione Streamlabs più OBS, ecco. Non so se hanno risolto il problema della breccia, si tratta di una cosa di qualche periodo fa. Non capisco poi anche perché il controller non prenda tutti gli input effettivamente. Ah, ok. So qual è il problema ora. L'ho realizzato adesso per l'audio. La prima volta che lo fa, tra l'altro. No, no, no. Ok. No, stacchiamo un attimo questo. Praticamente avendo il controller PS4 attaccato al PC col cavetto, prendeva la parte cuffie del controller PS4 come effettivamente un... come si chiama? Come cassa del PC, e quindi toglieva tutto il volume e basta. E infatti appena ho staccato il controller si è ripartito tutto il volume. È più per quello. Allora, rimuoviamo. Lo riaggancio da capo però perché il controller sta avendo problemi. Questo. Oh, buon appetito allora. Ok, allora più tardi in caso. Ciao.
Niori. Shion. Damn it.
Spero vadano i tasti. Perché quello è un altro problema che non sto capendo in questo momento. Ok. Ma ora sembrano andare. Ah, non è che forse prima non posso correre nell'overworld perché è un momento in cui ci sta tutto l'impatto, tutte le cose. Tra l'altro non faccio danni a questi affari. Ah già, non ho manco più la spada di fuoco. Ok. Quindi devo effettivamente massacrarli, ma non gli faccio male a questi cosi. Non la parte migliore. Anche qua effettivamente, no, perché non ho mai giocato altro. Ho giocato dall'inizio e basta, quindi non so effettivamente cosa impostare. Mi posso veramente limitare a fare Demon Fang, però va più che bene. Faremo la parte più noiosa in lei. Via. scapperemo e rifaremo la stessa identica cosa. Perché non ho minimamente danno. Perché non ho danno anche, non li staggerò. Quindi anche se sto lì a colpirli accanto, mi guardano e mi attaccano loro poi. Voglio provare. Ok, non cambia niente. Ehi. Almeno non sono super mobili come nemici, stanno lì per i fatti loro. Quindi posso effettivamente un attimo scappare. Ok, uno è quasi morto. Ok, il primo è andato. Ai ai. Ora si ripete la stessa cosa ma per quell'altro. Si è dato la via.
You picked the wrong fight.
Sto morendo. Ah. Ok. Sono veramente molto debole davanti a questi affari. Average Daxon's gameplay. Ah. Capace c'ho anche altre arti che sono proiettili e sono un po' meglio e più veloci del Demon Fang. Vediamo un po'. La zanna demoniaca che è Demon Fang. Sì, proprio questo intendevo. Allora. Ok, ho il double Demon Fang. No, ho sbagliato. Ho sbagliato. Non volevo impostare questa. Aiuto. Allora, però lo terrò lì. Double Demon Fang. Il Demon Fang mi pare più veloce, però comunque. Si va via. Però faccio più male. Ok. Abbiamo abbattuto a questo tiro.
happen?
Oh, rinforzi. Manca Lo.
What happened just
E
now?
chi sarà?
Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing.
Ok.
There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganith Harros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Non un colpo di fortuna, non un
Luck.
caso.
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Ok. Oh. Alla fine della vendetta, giustamente. Poraccia, anche 15 punti ho. Ok. Lancia Oh, Holy Lance, benissimo. La tolgo subito. La maledettissima lama elettrica. Lama del tuono. Bene, bellissimo. Benissimo. Benissimo, sono più Rinwell main di prima adesso.
We won.
Infatti. Ok, stiamo così. È per abitudine. Sì, non capisco perché qua non mi fa né correre né saltare nell'Overworld. O è veramente troppo devastato Alten? Oppure non saprei. Vediamo, attacchiamo questi affari intanto.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Freeze Lancer!
In a bind?
Oh, mamma mia! Quanto rotola più in là. Bello, bello, bello. Allora, si è detto, togliamo la matonante e mettiamo subito Holy Lance. Manca quello d'erba, volante, vento più forte. Benissimo.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Ok,
Shut him down.
la tengo un attimo da fare.
Guys, I call upon thee.
Take this.
Shooting star.
Devastation.
Oh,
Be still. Rising
cool.
shine.
Radiant take this. Arctic waterfall.
Another incantation
Dance in
ruined.
the wind. Air thrust. Magic is air.
No further.
Air thrust. You get the gist.
E spara anche più velocemente, effettivamente.
Air thrust. Arc field. Air thrust.
Radiant light. Force of regeneration. Regenerate.
Air thrust.
Don't suffer in
Take
silence.
that.
This one's all mine.
Go get.
Not
Dance in the
today.
wind. Air thrust. Magic is air. Air thrust. You get the gist. Air thrust.
Quanto è più veloce? Ora è effettivamente molto più forte.
Here goes. Unlocking.
Light burst forth.
Radiant denizen.
Benissimo. Bene, bene, ora è molto più forte Rinwell.
They really made us work for that one.
Oh, c'è un amico di Uto. Ah, quel coso bulla. Ok. No.
Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh?
Huh.
The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah. And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Ok. Ci posso andare alla foresta dei lupi effettivamente. O per ora ho il
You're
viaggio
saying we
rapido
should check the Owl
bloccato.
Forest?
Infatti il viaggio rapido bloccato. Ci potrò tornare più in futuro però.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the spirit channeling ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came.
Mm.
As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis.
Ok,
It was Nayori.
allora erano un po' simili d'aspetto.
She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Aiden?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Yo,
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
quindi sono effettivamente imparentate.
The
Oh.
mask? But why?
O Shion è una qualche reincarnazione, chissà.
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned.
Ok.
I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Ok, brava. Good point. Calmati, Alfen, bello.
Listen. What you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission.
Che l'ultima volta
We stay put in
ci ha
the village
scassati
till we're
tutti.
ready. Okay, everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, yes.
Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Ok. Oh, si è spento il controller, talmente non lo usavo per tutta la durata della cutscene. Ok.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Ok. Vediamo un poco. Ok, allora con che parliamo subito con Doanin che è qua davanti. Ma sì, dai.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful... Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Ok, ottimo, 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 ottimo. Allora, ho recuperato un cavetto nel mentre, quindi avevo mutato il microfono e tutto il resto perché questo cavo che ho non va bene per attaccarlo al PC. Perché fa la questione dell'audio e tutto il resto, non so onestamente combatterci. Parliamo con Ringwell. Let's go.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Ok. So. Ok, Kisara e poi Flo che è lontanissimo, tipo lassù. Sì, devo fare tutto il giro per Lo. Andiamo subito da Kisara allora.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, So you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever
Certo.
given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to
Però è
Dana.
una mezza verità questa. Cioè, sa
She
che
stayed
è
behind
partito
with
l'esperimento
Lenegis to
e poi
help
tutto
any
è
of her people
esploso.
who survived.
Non sa cosa sia successo
I owe her
effettivamente,
more than
comunque se è
words can
colpa sua o
express.
no, comunque.
A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
No?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power.
Oh,
They're the ones you
ok,
should be
ha
blaming.
avuto il mio stesso punto.
Not only
comunque.
that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you.
Damn it, half and so the hell are you.
But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Quel sentimento rimane, anche se hai ricordato tutto quello che abbiamo fatto finora nel gioco. Rimane ed è un vero io, un vero Alphen. Comunque, alla fine abbiamo conosciuto Alphen soltanto per quello che era, senza sapere niente del suo passato. E quindi lo si può ritenere un vero Alphen, diciamo così.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you
Certo.
were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my
No.
forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either.
Esatto.
But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere too?
This chick isn't the wild. Mamma mia.
Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already.
Mi chiedo perché
I
però la
left behind a path
maledizione
of fire and
delle
destruction.
rose, delle
The
spine
same
di
thing
Shion
could happen again.
a sto giro ha
I can't
funzionato anche
guarantee
con lui.
anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me. That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes.
Mamma mia, grande
Now,
Law.
I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue
Oh, grande,
Hell,
grande Law.
I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Che bella gang.
Alphen,
Per il gruppo, per il gruppo.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
he could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Mhm.
Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Grande. E ha aiutato comunque tutti
Back to
quanti.
the inn, I guess.
Ha aiutato tutti loro. E ora il favore ritorna. Ed è molto bello questa cosa. E voglio bene a questi ragazzi. Allora. Carne di manzo. Mamma mia, mi serviva per una quest. Tempo fa.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zoogles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Let's go.
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Let's go, let's go. No. Goffo, ma vince. Dopo aver trovato la prova di iniziare, si viene a combattere al fianco di Alphen. Per una nobile causa. Benissimo. Mamma mia. Sferrando bellissimo, mi piace. Questo serve un sacco e questo serve un sacco. A posto. Allora. La gang. Allora siamo lui. Toalin mi serve perché cura. Togliamo qua. Ok. Ok.
Sharp, people! If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry. Not this way, I guess.
Ah, da sopra. Ah, c'è anche l'enorme piazzale che è apposito per la battaglia, immagino. Ci sta. Monche, monche.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come!
Oh, let's go. Ora sente dolore pure. È ritornato il battle team classico, bello.
There's a firm no Zoogle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work this.
failure's not an option. The water is green.
Can't get out of this.
Waterfall.
Rising
Freeze Lancer. You get the gist.
It's almost too strong.
Split it open.
Be my guest.
Ok.
Even descent. Flashing bang.
Go get.
Passano di nuovo colpite tra l'altro.
Force of regeneration.
Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Blah blah blah.
The enemy builds arc too.
We'll soon see about that. Holy Land.
Benediction light.
Freeze Lancer.
Magic.
I can carve through I'm ready.
Ok.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. Here goes. I'll
Oh,
crush you.
va bene. Tenebrous Claw.
Tenebrous claw.
Non l'avevo manco notato che fosse andato in overdrive. Ottimo. Ora riusciamo finalmente a menare questi affari. Il
Alfred,
tubo di
you
ferro.
okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Non ho capito però ancora perché effettivamente ora sente il dolore.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then.
Okay.
Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron, and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion.
Dai.
According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Bene, 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 che bello Alfred, mamma
We
mia.
don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point.
No,
Let's stop by the inn and plan our next
non
move from
posso
there.
buttarmi sotto. Finalmente posso correre di nuovo. Tra l'altro la paura prima dei tasti che non mi andassero e tutto quanto. Dove si va però? Fammi entrare qua dentro. Ok, non pare esserci qualcosa di utile. Forse c'è una side quest qua a un certo punto, magari. Strano. Allora, alla spiaggia non serve a niente andarci. E per andare avanti, locanda, e là c'era questo.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Magello. Pesce è stato preso. Ah no, era apparso solo perché siamo entrati nella zona, mi sa. Perché non appare più. Forse se esco e rientro ora mi riappare Uton. Quindi c'è un gruppetto nel villaggio.
By the way, how is Mahavar doing?
È sparito.
Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going.
Vabbè.
Thistlein was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
they almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon.
Bello. Oltre la vendetta, ok, questo mi interessa.
Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend.
Yo, let's go.
Almadria was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almadria was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almadria. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Grande Kisara, vera mamma del gruppo. Rientravo nel villaggio.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Però non è in questa zona. Dopo esploreremo meglio. Posiamoci alla locanda. Ah, intanto qua vendi. Perfetto. Compra. Bottiglie della vita assolutamente. So prendere i dolcetti pure ora, buono. Questi li voglio prendere. Ok, ho finito i soldi. Benissimo.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Sì. No, non ho più Shion per cucinare il porridge perfetto. Sad. Allora. Una cosa bella è che non costa qua per la locanda. Vabbè che negli altri giochi costava, ma è sempre stato un prezzo irrisorio, non era... Era giusto
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
una cosa secondaria per dire sì, paghi quando stai in locanda. No. I pescatori. Allora. Cavallino.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here,
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
Ok. Ah, ecco qua sotto. Uno dei più facili da notare. Con la stellina, bellina la stellina. È un po' grossa, vediamo un po' però. Allora. Ah, c'è un buco tra di noi. Sono enormi le ali da farfallo, what the fuck. No.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
okay.
Why?
Su col scimmia.
Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Ok.
Okay.
Great job.
Divieto di pesca. Ok.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
Mi chiedo se sia da questo lato. No, a posto. Allora bisogna solo avanzare, mi sa, è di queste parti. Configgi 4 testuggine martellante, che immagino siano appunto le monche di prima. Naori Imeris, antenata renale di Schaefer, sì. Quindi è solo un'antenata alla fine.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
Viaggio nella giungla.
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Non li sentiva mai
Well,
effettivamente
lucky
queste
you, I
cose.
guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Allora, voglio un attimo tornare effettivamente alla spiaggia a controllare che non siano lì le scimmie pescatrici. Poi proseguiremo. Tanto nella foresta, ti prego dimmi che seccatura. Anche qua. Tocchi tocchi. Tutto. Fossili tu ma. Perché questi mi sa non sono due pure. Come si chiamano? Mi tiro moschiano. Ottimo. È così triste chiamare Alfen e vedere che non succede niente. Agita la spada. Io. Già, è quella là di spaccare la corazza a un botto di gente. Finalmente. Subito. Wow, a me gli alberi
A comfortable win.
danno. Le skill tree danno veramente tanto valori a un po' di tutto. Ok, niente, non pare esserci niente qua. Allora possiamo viaggiare con lo, va benissimo. Ok, andiamo subito al villaggio e poi si corre su e si inizia l'avventura nella giungla. Brrr.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Ce l'abbiamo proprio fatta in One Piece. Allora. Però ecco, Alfred. No, vabbè, tanto alla fine la spada ardente è un po' 50-50. Cioè, serve ma non a tutto.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
C'è un punto pesca, là si sale. Ok, allora se vado su vado direttamente alla parte finale. Io direi di fare un po' il giro qua sotto e vedere un po'. Sì, dai, facciamo così. Cinghialozzi.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Now you see what I can do. Begin.
Sleep now. If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay? One more.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Radiant light. Regeneration.
Ok.
Regenerate.
Purge malevolence. You get the gist. Freeze blast.
Now I'm in the groove.
Not on my watch.
Should have messed with me. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Ottimo. No, farà la sua cosa. Mi piace un sacco come ora taglia. E come il dodge sia così lungo ora per Ringwall. Ancora non ho quello in aria però. Oh, mamma mia, ha battuto proprio. Più. Blow them away.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Riso. Doggiati questi. Senza shield col suo spam di cure, un po' peggio. Dolin può fare la stessa cosa, però non efficacemente come shield.
Is that the Zugo we're looking for?
Sì. Prendiamo i pomodori e massacriamo questi affari. Allora.
Let's see what you've got.
Take this. Here we go again. Shine. Radiant light. Burst of regeneration. Regenerate.
Ok. Lancia sacra è così figo, mamma mia.
This one's mine. Armor won't save. I'm ready.
Ok, quello è andato.
Light burst forth. Leave the chargers to me. Double demon flash. Engulfs you.
Ok, è andato.
Descend. Flashing bang.
Uff. Molto semplici.
Everyone hanging in there?
Man. And this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elden Menancia pride.
Ok, qua c'è il
What do you
punto
say we check
ristoro.
back in on the ranch?
Ecco, grazie. Possiamo farlo ora, facciamolo. Peccato però. Io... Alleviamo pecore. Ah, ci vado piano col cibo che non ne ho. Ottimo così.
I should give that artist shot sometime tomorrow. Mind
Parliamo
if I
con
join
lo.
you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomach ache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. See you guys tomorrow.
A domani, bravo.
I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Non c'è niente qua letteralmente. Che dire. Bene. Bene. Si ritorna su. Spero il viandante sia un boss segreto, tipo a un certo punto. Sarebbe molto divertente. Facciamo i cinghialozzi. Ok, bene. Allora. Quindi. Posso andare di qua. Andiamo di là.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Go get him! Illuminate the dark! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! In here! I'll be saving this one!
Ottimo.
Here's another!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
Dai, fermerò la sua carica e poi è lì.
Magic is there!
Ah,
You get the gist. Gotta hold it together.
ok, grazie mille. Sei un eroe.
Lightning reflexes! 10 of
Lo sclav!
Chain between blah 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 magic! Illuminate the... You get the gist. Holy land!
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy land!
Nothing gets by me!
Boom. Ottimo. Allora,
Onward and upward.
si scende qua sotto. Oh. If it's in the sky, it's mine. Mamma mia, Shion. Ok. Affrontiamoli, dai. Bumi selvatico.
Go no further!
Reflect on thy sin.
Arcade waterfall! Freeze lancer! Purge malevolence! Arcade waterfall! Freeze lancer!
Now you see what I can do.
Sono bellini questi affari comunque.
Magic is there! Freeze lancer!
Inferno punch! Far enough! Begin!
Air thrust! You get the gist. Holy land! You get the gist.
In a bind!
Holy land! You get the... Not on my watch!
Finish it.
Kisara!
Ok.
Stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Illuminate...
Not today.
Holy land!
Eat this!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy land!
I'm ready!
Questo è andato pure.
Blow them away!
Illuminate the dark!
E continuiamo qua.
Holy land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy land!
These fists have got your name on them!
Andata.
In an instant.
Oh, l'ultimo.
Armor won't save you!
Si è teletrasportato, che è successo? Non gli ho visti fare granché cose comunque a questi, tipo... Non seguivo veramente i loro movimenti, andavo e basta.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Eliasis. Che torniamo indietro e facciamo tutto il percorso sopra. Quindi, vabbè, non da, vabbè, andiamo da qua. Immaginavo fosse qua. Ah, però... là sopra, vero? Immaginavo. E devo parlarci da tipo là sopra, ok? Allora ci andiamo dopo. Allora andiamo giù di qua. Ma non mi aspetto di trovare niente. Un po' di materiali, 2 cinghialozzi. Ok. Ok, questo è l'ingresso letteralmente. Cristalli. Mamma mia, stavo per scontrarmi con quell'affare. Ok, corriamo subito via, si va a sinistra. Perfetto, grazie. Ottimo. Allora ci sono gli altri monche. Qua c'è un altro posto per la pesca.
There it is. That's our target.
No backing down! In a bind?
Bullseye! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, Holy Land!
Not today!
Holy Land! Ready!
Rising water!
Holy Land!
Dragon Shell! Rising Falcon! Negative gate! Eat this!
Ottimo.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, Holy Glimmer!
E si scappa.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Holy Land! Holy Land! You get the gist. Holy Land! You get the gist.
I'm just getting
Holy Land!
Take this!
You get the gist. Holy Land!
Ok.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Easy, 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 easy. È tanto più veloce rimuoverla adesso.
But a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Ok, dovrei tornare al villaggio adesso e fare una cosa. Qua non vado da nessuna parte, torno indietro. Esatto, torniamo di qua. Quindi prendiamo i limoni. Mappa viene a me. E si torna al villaggino.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Vediamo. Si va a parlare col tizio, prendiamo le risorse e poi continuiamo la nostra avventura. Spaura, grazie. Ah, ti dà bottiglie della vita. Ah, a saperlo
Ok.
prima.
Okay. Yes.
What?
Really? Dohalim.
Yes. Peccato per le bottiglie della vita, però a saperlo prima.
Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll trust your judgment, Kisara.
Lo sappiamo, Uso, non ti preoccupare. Ora ci andiamo.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ottimo. Allora,
Hmm? You're saying we should check the owl forest?
aia. Di qua ce l'abbiamo visitato. Sì? Ok, si va dritto. Ok.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
Mm. Attimo solo. Ok, riprendiamo. Dialoghi con la gang.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
Aiuto.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you a million times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned.
Ah, spero di non aver perso il dialogo. Mi dispiacerebbe un bel po'. Peccato. Oh. Mind control. Sono felice di averle tolto gli occhiali ora.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Poverino. Chissà che le sta succedendo.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what do you
Dance in the
say?
wind.
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Bla bla bla.
Not really.
Magic
It's just the
attack.
way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic.
Che ha detto vent.
Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on. Are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can
Ah, non
ask
può
it
farlo.
to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false. Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing?
Lightning
You almost
condemned.
fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
Scendere a patti.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Well, yeah, but still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Cosa chiamo?
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will...
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go. Is it just me, or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with.
No,
regarding
non è più
amnesia.
razzista.
But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin.
Bene,
At
bene.
least
Bella
I'm
sta
trying
host
to
comunque.
be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though, not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
Allora. Questi.
Sleep now. It's a duel. Yark. Air thrust. A chain between magic is there. Holy land.
Now I'm real mad!
You get the gist. Air thrust. We'll soon see about that.
Io lo devo lasciare fare.
Illuminate the dark.
Va bene. Low è troppo valore comunque. Solo per il fatto che riesce a tirare sempre fuori questa più di una volta a battaglia a volte. È impressionante.
In a bind?
Vediamo. Quando muore. Bellissima questa pure.
You don't mess around.
Sì.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Potevo vedere effettivamente di craftare armi nuove.
This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you...
Ah,
Oh. Right.
sad. Vai, Low, piccola simia scala.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy
Nothing gets by me!
Here goes!
I'm on it! That freaking does it!
Holy land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy land! Don't mind if I do! Holy land! Hit! Let's get it!
That freaking does it!
Va bene, Low.
Dance in the wind!
È morto Alfen. Aia. Ok, sta cascando Resurrection. Nevermind. Ah, l'ha fatto invece. Mamma mia. Povero Lord. È morto lui. Ok. Sono un po' problematiche le signe comunque effettivamente. Ok, questo è andato, è rimasto l'ultimo. Vabbè, facile. Ok. Holy Lance.
I'm even stronger than before.
Ok, andiamo di qua. Ok. Proviamo.
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this. Deus Roar! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Can't get out of this! An astral arch? That's my cue!
Not to this! Shut him down!
We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong.
What about me?
Ok, iniziamo a scorrere e scappare un attimo
They're
via.
all coming after me.
Ok, assorbiamo questo.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine. Freeze Lancer! Ha! Take that! All right.
Ok, è il maremoto rubato. Tornato.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me!
Here goes!
Ok, curiamo Doalin però.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Clear! Holy Lance!
In a bind?
This one's mine!
Illuminate the dark!
You see what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Holy Lance! Illuminate magic is there! Holy Lance! Here goes! One last one! Here goes! One last one! Dance in the wind!
Bloody howling ciao. Mamma mia.
Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Magic is there! Air thrust! One more!
Poi dovrei andare a fare i vari training. Sia perché sblocco altra roba nello skill
Still
tree,
in one piece?
sia per obiettivi e altre cose effettivamente. Ho già finito i punti cura. Ah, ecco a posto, ne parlavamo. Questa la terrò per un bel po'. Proprio ultima risorsa disperata. Che suoni disgustosi che fanno questi affari. Vediamo queste cose. Benissimo. Mamma mia quante cose ottengo ora. Ai ai ai. Rubate.
Can't get out of this!
Holy Land! How do you get the gist? We keep the enemy's arts to me!
È strano sentire Alf non urlare così tanto. Io ho finito anche tutti pure. Questa è una
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Resonate with the earth!
vediamo se riusciamo.
I'm ready! All yours, Kisara!
Mamma mia, bellissimo, bellissimo. Ok. Anche questa è andata. Facciamo un po' un attimo di recuperare punti cura. Ok.
Pretty lucky.
No. Appena posso devo... Ottimo. Appena posso devo andare a controllare la stalla. Ora si riscala.
An opponent like this should be easy. Can't get out of this!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious.
Però sono veramente carini questi affari. Però non fanno veramente niente di male.
I can carve through armor! You're mine! We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong. What about me?
Should have messed with me.
Vabbè.
Air thrust. Blah blah blah. Air thrust.
E questi animali sono veramente scarsi. Zuccheri.
Hit. Go get.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes!
Tenebrous Claw. Questa è l'unica che so effettivamente a memoria. Da troppe volte in troppo poco tempo.
I've still got a ways to go!
Let's go. Ok, facciamo un'altra mitica chest difesa da tanti mostri.
In here. Let's get you off of the web. Complete focus.
On your knees!
Far beyond. You got company.
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! On your
Shoot it strong. Magic is there. Freeze Lancer.
You see what happened there as you crossed me? Shouldn't have done that.
armor won't save you! No further!
Hit. Here's an illuminate the dark. Come forth. Holy land.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul
Aia,
with light!
Illuminate the dark.
aia.
Radiant light! Force of
Dance in the wind. Far enough. Air thrust.
Ok, sono veramente assai.
And will you lay down your life for the Lord? Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty.
Illuminate the dark. Come forth.
Sono bellissimi i dialoghi del fight.
beyond fury!
Oh, Dolin.
Not today! Negative gate!
Illuminate magic is
Ok, ho avuto anche una cura gigantesca da
there. You don't
qualche
mess
parte.
around.
Radiant light!
Certainly not.
Illuminate the dark.
Another incantation ruined.
Aia.
Radiant light!
Here comes. Blah blah blah. Air thrust.
Ok, è andato anche questo. Dolin si è curato nel frattempo.
Malevolent.
Buono.
Arctic waterfall. Freeze Lancer. Illuminate the dark. I'm ready. Denied. Illuminate magic is there. Holy land. You get the gist. Holy land. You get the gist. Holy land. Not in your dreams.
Ok.
Holy land.
I'm ready.
Andata. Bene.
Flashing bang.
Grande
It was a
Ringold.
close thing.
Ok. E bisogna andare qua su. Ok.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try, but that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp.
Effettivamente. Ok, non potevo evitarlo.
Coming through. Can't get out of this.
Holy lamp! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer, holy lamp! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah! Air thrust! I can handle it! Air thrust!
Now I'm real mad.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah! Kitara, frozen!
Ok, continuiamo così e basta. Sto dietro, sparo le mie magie.
I'll show you how useful I
Proviamo
can
le sue
be.
magie.
One last one! They're attacking from behind! Air thrust! You get the gist! Air thrust! You cannot!
Do it.
Air thrust!
Neanche quello è andato.
Blow them away.
Con calma, si fanno tutti.
Dance in the wind!
Do it. Blow them away.
Ottimo. Allora, vediamo un po' da fa.
Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Ok. Facciamo un po' di cose. E faccio un'altra. Ma sta cesta anche. Oh! Ah! Ho fatto la cavolata.
Now you see what I can do. They might no further. All finish you here. Don't get carried away. Shine. Radiant light.
Blah 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 magic! Not
Ok, niente, proviamo.
You get the gist! Freeze lantern!
This one's mine.
Alright, here goes!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open. Be my guest.
One more! Don't mind if I do!
Ah! Ti hanno interrotto la carica poco prima per rubarsi.
Bullseye! You get
E
the
ora mi avrebbe fatto molto comodo.
seal!
Andiamo via. Dolcetti, non ne ho.
Stay away from my friends. Far enough.
The blade moves like silk.
No,
I just
veramente
let my
scappato.
instincts take over.
How fascinating.
Ok, tanto danno a caso ovunque. Vediamo questo. Aia, aia.
So you clamor for my true power?
Seal!
Andiamo via.
In a vine?
The waters of creation magic is in! Tidal wave!
This one's mine. I'm ready.
Ok,
All yours, Kisara.
spero non abbia. In tutto il cuore. Ok,
One last, don't mind if I do!
muoviamo.
One more!
Tiriamo i ghiacciolini.
It's showtime!
Questi affari così vicini fanno paura.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Illuminate the dark!
Ok, ce l'abbiamo fatta.
Holy lamp!
Esatto,
Now you see what I can do.
stanno tutti morendo. Ecco perché.
Illuminate the dark! Come
Not
forth,
today.
holy glimmer! Holy land!
Denied.
Illuminate the dark field!
On your knees.
Holy land!
Air pressure. How anticlimactic.
Ah, l'ultimo colpo.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy land! Not on my watch!
Blackened blade. In a bind.
Anzi che ancora non muoio. Sono rimasti due.
All finished here and now. Dreamer's turn. Everlasting dark. Instinct sharpened.
Purge malevolence! Arctic! Purge malevolence!
Ok,
Dance in the wind!
scappiamo e basta.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! I can handle it!
Not today.
Blah blah blah! Air thrust!
Oh, finalmente. Mamma mia, bellissima sta battaglia. Però non era così frizzante come pensassi.
Plan?
We must consider well if this is the right path.
This
Subito. Per Pisara. Benissimo. Mamma mia, che differenza. Bello.
will make us even more formidable.
Ora. Ah. Ok. Potrei cambiare e mettere chi sarà al posto di qualcuno e basta alla fine. Tra l'altro ora, dato che non ho più la spada ardente, mi sa che non si fa più male. Alfen quando usi attacco boost suo. Che è buono. Allora. Fungo. Oh, là c'è un punto da spaccare. Bong. Chest. Stavolta senza combattere, mamma mia. Oh, bene, 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 bene.
This might be some decent equipment.
Eh sì.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Giustamente.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet.
Mamma mia.
Hang in there.
Not even halfway? Are you serious?
Non potevo evitarle.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Watch your back! Not on my watch! Hit!
Bloody hell.
Freeze Lancer!
Prepare to be
Freeze Lancer! One last punch!
just getting started. Try harder. These sticks has got your name on them.
Whoa! Hey! When it is high! Hold on to your heart! Here I come! Hit!
Ok.
Magic is out! Tidal Wave!
Perché riesco a rubare la magia a due o più nemici,
Go get him!
riesco poi facilmente a
We work well together.
avercela subito carica per derubare altri nemici ancora.
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Double beam!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Denison!
Che qua spammo.
Dream!
Ah no, è morto anche quell'altro dell'impatto. Bene.
Not today.
You get the gist! Holy Land! Blah blah blah!
In a bind.
Holy Land!
In an instant. Impact block.
Bene.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Ah, fermi tutti. French. Bello. Allora, rimaniamo qua. Vendiamo oggetti. E ora compriamo. No, l'ho venduti. Vabbè. Assolutamente. Assolutamente. Non ho più soldi. Benissimo. Vorrei vedere se iniziassi magari a vendere un po' di materiali. Qualcosa ci faccio. Effettivamente. Costa anche soldi, vero? Peccato.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way.
Save your breath while that thing seizes a talking meal. Then let's show it how wrong it is. Is it trying to stop us?
Freeze, Lancer!
Radiant light. Rising focus.
Ok.
Force of regeneration. Regenerate.
Allora, l'obiettivo è assolutamente attaccare l'affare nel nucleo come sempre. Però se sto qua a prendere la casa. Ok.
Armor won't save you.
Blah blah blah. Sleep now.
Couldn't make it in time. From beyond, imbue this vanquish no further.
Purge malevolence. Arctic waterfall. Sleep now. Hold on to your art.
Imbue this
Here I
vanquished
come.
soul with love. Resuscitation.
The waters of creation. Magic is there. Tidal wave. Illuminate the future.
Feel like me again.
Holy land. Illuminate lava. Holy land.
Okay.
I do. You get the gist.
Can you take it?
Holy land.
Elusive deity. Shine. Radiant
Abbiamo
light.
tutto.
Force of regeneration.
Its wings are lighting up.
It's getting ready to attack.
Ok.
Purge malevolence.
Such tremendous
Il
power.
problema è che sta in cielo, non posso colpirlo. Però vediamoci qualche qua. Non è così problematico.
It won't escape me.
Illuminate blah 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 magic. Holy land. You get the gist. Holy land.
Now you see what I can do.
You get the
Ok,
gist.
l'abbiamo buttato giù. Però ne abbiamo avanzato.
Holy land.
Far enough.
Holy. You get the gist.
In a bind.
Holy land. Holy land.
Ok.
charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to see what happened there.
Quindi la posso firmare con Kisara. Ok, non c'è più il core da colpire. Ma io ne vedo un colpo. Un attimo pensavo fosse lui che facesse la cosa. No, molto saggio da parte mia. Via della vita viene a me.
That's gonna smart. Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
Ok, metà vita. Ottimo.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! Can't get out of this! Holy Land! Art expert, come through!
No,
Purge malevolence! Arctic waterfall! Freeze Lancer! Purge malevolence!
finché non arriva qua va bene.
Freeze Lancer! Purge, you get
Another
the
incantation ruined.
Freeze Lancer!
Curiamo un attimo dopo una gelatina.
You get the jet!
Conservo un attimo Kisara per quando riparta la carica.
In your dream! Now's our chance!
Ottimo.
You get the jet! Sealed! More for the stockpile!
They smite lightning blade.
Shooting star! Purge malevolence! Blah blah blah! Magic! Freeze Lancer!
Got him on the run.
Don't get cocky! Purge malevolence!
Still
Okay.
anyone's fight.
Waterfall! Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah blah magic! Air thrust!
Non l'ha proprio fermata Kisara, Che carica uguale.
Switching up its movements. Watch out!
They're not playing around! Air thrust!
Imbue this vanquished soul with love and hesitation.
Ai!
Shine, radiant light.
Via 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 via. Ok.
Maybe show Kisara a little kindness, huh?
She is strong. She can handle herself.
You can be really dense, Dohalim. Hold on, Kira. Here I come! Not on my watch!
Ok.
Freeze Lancer!
Mamma mia.
You get the jet! Freeze Lancer!
Non un problema di boss. Però ci ammazzo tutti così, ho appena detto non un problema. Alla fine. Vogliono tutti.
Negative get
Freeze
on
Lancer!
your knees.
Via 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 via. Non ho manco più punti cura.
Sometimes the best medicine is the toughest to swallow, too.
From beyond.
Freeze Lancer! Purge malevolence!
Shine, radiant light. Force of regeneration. Regenerate.
Thank you, Dohalim.
I only did what any other would.
Ok.
I think you're nicer than you let on.
È morto Dolly alla fine. Ok, finalmente.
Hammer!
Ottimo.
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistleum made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be
Ma
the
dopo
best
che
solution here, huh?
sconfiggiamo Vorron, che succederà? Che non penso finirà lì il gioco.
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Xion needs...
Ok. Allora. Possiamo andare.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Freeze Lancer! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy land! Close one!
Andiamo via.
Take this!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer, holy land! Illuminate the dark! Lead the enemy's arc to me!
No complaints here!
Magic is out! Holy land!
I'll tear you into
You get the
Shouldn't have
gist.
messed with me!
Ain't
I
ready!
can carve through armor!
You get the gist. Holy land! Do it! Totally!
Ok.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
Holy land!
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Era l'ultimo. Nice.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Ultimamente le pietre danno un sacco di materiali, mamma mia. Vediamo un po' quanto ancora manca. No.
Hey! Are you insane? What were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch!
Are we ever gonna finish climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here!
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Rinwell. Positive thinking is everything.
Allora, si ritorna sul piano con calma.
We finally reached the top.
My limbs feel like they're about to fall off.
Poi mi sento in colpa però, perché non ho esplorato quell'altra zona.
She's right.
Però capace era solo un giro più largo e basta. Non saprei.
Someone's got a lot of pep in his step.
Vabbè.
Hi, Hoodle! Freeze Lancer! Ready to go!
Ok, ce ne sono due. La posso rubare.
Air thrust! Air thrust! That's my cue!
il pallone. Benissimo, questo mi fa molto piacere.
Flashing fang!
Easy! Way to go! Here comes!
They smite me.
Illuminate the dark!
I can carve through armor. Execution.
Holy land! Too much to handle? Illuminate the blah blah blah!
I'm ready.
Kisara, frozen!
Anche questa è andata.
Arctic waterfall! Freeze lancer!
In an instant. Impact block.
Boh, boh, boh.
Lost! Demon
Ok,
possessed!
perfetto.
Flashing fang! Step back. This one's all law.
Ultimo livello. Ah. Ok. Pensavo droppassero l'aggro subito. Ah, mi sono tirato un attimo. Però abbiamo escluso la monche da tutto. E anche le sferine che castano. Quindi tutto a vantaggio.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy
Crush you!
Lightning
Reflexes! And the squall!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Luna! Glad you have your uses.
You must be tired of
I'll
killing
show you
me.
how
I'm merely doing what I can.
Blah blah blah.
Right drawn up. Filthy.
in an instant. Impact block. We work well together.
Like a finely timed wall.
Blah blah blah. Freeze lancer. Blah blah blah. Air thrust. You get the gist. Air thrust. Blah blah blah. Air thrust.
Finish it.
Ok.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger ready.
Well, looky here. How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I
Bruh.
fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Dohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hoodle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
La fa molto facile così.
Till we magically sprout wings. Let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Shion's waiting for us.
Let's go. Done cazzo. Ah, il taiko.
You've collected an awful lot of those objects. You sure it's not just
Hush. Be quiet for a moment. The pieces speak to me.
What?
These relics that have scattered about. I can hear them whispering, longing to reunite with their lost friends and become one again.
Really? Do you hear any voices coming from them, Rinwell?
What? No! Don't get me wrong. I'm really interested in these things too, but I'm not crazy.
But don't you sometimes mutter stuff like, "Come to me, astral energy," when you cast your arts?
You're right. Oh my gosh. Are Dohalim and I actually alike?
Its charm really shines through now that it's been reassembled. Its streamlined shape, its geometric patterns. This is no mere amateur's work.
He's in his own little world at this point.
You get just like him when it comes to weapons, you know.
You're right. Oh my gosh. Am I just like Dohalim?
Povero Dohalim, però.
Why are you guys so quiet all of a sudden?
I sense a strange...
Ah, che volevo evitare.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Ok, ferma subito la Monk. Ok. Quello non casta niente. Ma non importa.
And I'll stop your life. I'm ready.
E anche questo è andato.
Blow them away.
Looks like we got them all.
I forgot to look before I leaped.
Ah, è qua dove eravamo prima. Ok, sì, quindi era... Ah, ok, non si poteva fare il giro da là. Semplicemente si faceva quello. Mi sa non lo rifà più il dialoghino se mi butto di sotto. Dovremmo aver finito però. Questa è la città, ok. La città finale, tra virgolette. Canataros, terra del nulla. Aiuto serio.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelagian's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
Non
In the ancient
conosco.
tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught. Though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Let's go.
Land of water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.
Ok.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry. It's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that.
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alphen shouldn't have to grit his
Stupro del
teeth
mio
while he
face
listens
off.
to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
Bene. Ok. Riposo.
I swear I've seen that castle somewhere before. Right. I remember Rinwell. Mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hoodle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
Yeah.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hoodle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways.
Let's
It's
go.
starting to feel like we're
Famiglia
almost a
ritrovata.
family.
Huh.
Adoro.
I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
No.
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big
Sì,
brother?
assolutamente sì.
Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hoodle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad.
Non il cane.
This is hard.
Povero no.
Oh! Law can be the pet dog.
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Oh, sì, assolutamente.
Of course they do. If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hoodle for a bit.
Oh,
Good night.
siamo in famiglia allargata. Fantastico.
Another day, another Gald.
I don't want Shion to get mad at us for dragging our feet.
Alphin?
Non penso assolutamente.
She's the one that's kept us on track. Picked me up when I was down.
Sure.
I just thought she'd always be there.
Mamma mia che lunga sta cosa. Ok, direi di fermarci qui e basta. Se no veramente iniziamo a fare questa, chiuderò un bel po' tardi. Quindi ringrazio a tutti per la presenza. Come al solito il VOD sarà caricato su YouTube. E niente, ci vediamo la prossima volta, che sarà quando sarà. Ciao a tutti.
Hey, are we gonna get going or what?
Sì, hai ragione, però mi sa che non lo faremo oggi. Bene, ciao a tutti.